sister.
Yeah.
Oh my god, guys. Oh my god, guys. Red
What?
just like turned into some like crazy heartless monster and went all rage and took out that thing, and it was really cool. And I'm sorry you missed it.
That's okay.
Nice
I'll
job,
almost die a
Wonder
lot.
Boy.
You guys will see it again.
We checked the whole area. It looks like everyone.
Yeah, there's always been a heartless
That's
farm
great.
in every
We
game.
did what we
Nice.
could.
You heroes
Yep,
have been busy
it's
little
really cool.
bees.
This doesn't sound like Megara.
That's her.
Really?
Do you remember her voice?
Huh.
Look, more trouble.
That's exactly what she sounds like.
Oh, okay, the way she said more trouble sounded more like her, but the rest of it kind of sounded a little too cheery. It almost felt like.
It's
That's because
his.
she needs to work on it. She hasn't done it in years. She has a certain tone she does for Meg.
Let's go.
She's
Right.
been this other lady on Steven Universe, and she's always happy. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, she's probably just used to that voice right now.
Okay, look. Sorry. You're saying that and I
Oops.
get it, but... Oh, you are the ragey...
I didn't mean to do
Oh
that.
my god, you're so
Ah!
cool looking.
Okay.
Alright, dude. Why don't they take
Yeah.
the horse and fly up to Mount Olympus?
He can't fit all of us.
You really need to take them all with you? Just Hercules. Just take Hercules up there, go deal with it. Then he can go back down and...
But the Heartless are here. They need to stay with him and be safe. God, Hawk.
God, this game. It's already exhausting me.
I'm loving it.
Mount Olympus.
And stop Hades.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yay.
The river's never this full.
What do you mean the river's never this full? Oh, is
It's
it
usually not going, man.
is it because the Ice Titan is freezing everything and there's extra runoff into the drainage basins of the mountain?
You know, that would make sense.
I took geography.
That might be it. I don't remember.
Oh, great. We'll find out together.
We'll find out. Yay.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if it's for some, like, stupid reason.
We'll find
It's
out.
not that.
Oh no, Water Heartless.
Whoa. Those things are cool looking.
Guess now we know why.
Yeah,
the
right?
river's
Oh, they're doing
Oh,
it.
okay. Fine.
Not a cool reason that you said.
Oh my god.
Ah.
Oh, jeez. Hilarious. Excellent. Destroy. Destroy. Destroy!
Seek, destroy.
This area kind of reminds me of the path that you take to get up to Zora's domain in Ocarina of Time. And you have to
Oh,
fight
yeah.
all those Octoroks, and they're everywhere.
I remember that. I remember it in Wind Waker.
Wind Waker. Oh yeah, what was that too?
Yeah.
God, I can't wait to play Wind Waker again.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, because I'll finally get, I'll finally get my Wii U back soon. And
Oh,
then
cool.
I can finally, I'll finally have a Wii U again, basically. And I'll be able to play the Wind Waker and Twilight Princess remakes again.
Cool.
Because they were such gorgeous editions of those games. And I own them in Japanese, so I'm also looking forward to just finally playing them in Japanese. Because before now, I had always played them in English. But now I finally can understand the language enough that I can just play it and not worry about looking up words in a dictionary every 5 seconds. So
Cool, man.
It'll be cool to do that. Because that's what happened with Breath of the Wild. I was able to play it in Japanese without even thinking about it, and it was fine.
Right.
Yeah. Like, even the text was just all Japanese. It was great, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but ah!
Oh, God.
No, it'll just be fun, because, like, I have a crazy memory for stuff. Like, text, anything that's
Yeah.
written, I just remember. So, it'll be fun to
Because you're
play...
a freak.
Yeah, basically. It'll be fun to play, especially Twilight Princess. I really want to see how Midna's written in Japanese compared to her English counterpart.
Okay.
You know, like I'm really excited to see how it affects the overall tone and experience of the game.
Yeah.
Because I tried playing Breath of the Wild in English recently, and
Right.
I had to switch it back to Japanese. I actually couldn't stand it.
Whoa.
Like, they changed the tone of it, like the way
Yeah.
that characters are, because, you know, that just happens with different languages. You can't help that. But it really affected my ability to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Especially because I knew that, especially certain things that, like Terrytown, for example. Terrytown has
What's
such
that?
Terrytown's that town you make with the dude that's part of that construction company that redo your house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like the town that he's making, it has a name in Japanese that you can't really translate well, but it means from the beginning, like you're starting from scratch. Like if you translated
Right.
it directly, I guess you would call it From Scratch Village or whatever. And
Oh, cute.
it makes sense in Japanese, and it has a really cute kind of tone to it, and the way that the guy talks to you is so funny. And it does
Yeah.
kind of work, because he always speaks in really tiny punctuated bits. And he's like, so listen, yeah, I kind of need this and that, you know. And it's really cute, but when I was playing it in English, it just wasn't the same.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I don't know.
That can happen.
Oh yeah. It's like when you're trying to watch a movie that's been dubbed.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people experience this with things like anime series and, you know, like Disney movies too. If I watch them in Japanese, it's not the same.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I can't watch Wreck-It Ralph 2 yet, because I really want to see it in English, but they don't do theatrical releases of the original voice acting here. It's always dubbed because it's for kids, and kids aren't expected to read
Right.
subtitles. So I can't watch it yet. Same when How to
Bummer.
Train Your Dragon 3 finally comes out. If I'm in Japan when that comes out, I won't be able to watch it in theaters because it just won't be the same.
That
it won't
sucks.
be the same voice actors, you know, and there's only one hiccup in my mind. It's not the same if it's dubbed, you know?
Yeah.
And it's worse when it's real life people. You know, like I much prefer subtitled because you're taking away the voice of the actor.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's awkward to me, yeah. So it's the same with video games now, especially because my literacy is so much higher than it used to be.
This sure
Yeah.
does feel
Yeah.
awfully
Like
familiar.
my kanji game is through the
Yeah,
roof.
Just
It's
like
crazy.
before.
Guys,
I like
This
that
is getting
they
worse by
did
the
the
minute.
voice acting
I hope
movements,
I'm
the
wrong,
mouth movements in
my
this
family
one.
may need me.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Like it matches the English,
Yeah.
but if you play in Japanese, I think it matches that too, right?
Well, that's why they released the games so separately.
Sora, I'm gonna fly ahead.
Yeah.
Hey, he's doing the
You
thing
can
I said he
free
should have
help.
done.
Leave the rest to me.
Well, he's ditching us.
Yeah. Dad's king of the gods. Yeah.
Well, whatever. I get it. He should, really.
His father is a god.
They're just learning this now?
That mean Herc is a
Yeah.
god
Oh my
too?
They only
God.
saw him in the Coliseum before.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, they don't know these
Oh,
things.
that's hilarious.
Then he'll be okay.
No.
Yeah.
Organization 13's here. He'll need our help.
Good
Oh, boy.
point. We gotta go.
I was gonna say, with Kingdom Hearts 3, I was telling you this earlier, but I'll reiterate it for this.
Tough.
Like,
All I know is that
Kingdom,
she
well,
was in
I'm
trouble.
sure most of the world has noticed by
Edward,
now, like, Kingdom
I
Hearts
wanted
had
to
a
save her with
really
all my
weird
heart.
release schedule.
We fight with all our
So
heart.
Yeah.
it came out here and across Asia on the Friday, but then the English version I believe it was both in the Americas and in Europe, it didn't come out until the following Monday. And I
Right.
think the reason is because Square Enix still has completely separate companies for their English language division, like their geographical regions. So the Asia one, they're still separate from the ones that handle the English one.
Oh.
So whenever
Okay.
they release a game like this, they specifically deal with those separately. So that's why the animations and the mouth movements and stuff actually are dealt with separately. And
Yeah.
one consequence of that has affected some people here is a friend of a friend I just heard about, you know, they live here in Japan. They're doing a job that only requires them to speak English or whatever. So they can't really Japanese, but they live here in Japan. And
Yeah.
that happens. There's a lot of people that live here, like English teachers and stuff like that, who they don't really get much of an opportunity to learn Japanese while they're living here. So, especially when they buy video games and stuff like that, they'll buy the game and it usually has English loaded onto it, not a problem. But with Kingdom Hearts 3, a lot of people have been buying the Japanese version of the game and it doesn't have the English on it at all.
Oh.
And there wasn't really a lot of communication. I noticed that too with other games I've purchased over here. I've taken the chance mostly because they never say if it comes with the English or not, and people just kind of speculate, oh, it should have the English track loaded on there, but we don't really know.
Oh.
Like when I bought Assassin's Creed, I was really nervous. I almost considered importing it because I wasn't sure
Yeah.
if it would have English on it, and then it turned out it did, and I was fine. But it wouldn't have been the end of the world for me if I had to
Yeah.
play it in Japanese, because whatever, at least I know the language. But for a lot of people, they're dropping like 8,000 yen, which is more
Right.
than $80,
Ugh.
and they're realizing too late that it's only loading in Japanese, apparently. And apparently this friend of a friend tried to contact Square Enix about it, saying, hey, is there any sort of download, like a language pack? Because a lot of companies do that for customers that live in another part of the world and they want to play in that language. In Canada, they do that a lot for Quebec, actually.
Oh.
Like, you can download a French language pack to be able to play a game in Quebecois. And they were just like, no, we don't do that. And that was that.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's lame.
Yeah, it's not great. So I think that's part of the reason that this game you have is so synced up. If I play the Japanese version over here, it would be a little different because it's been animated to fit the Japanese.
Right.
And that's it. It's Japan only.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, it's the
That's
same.
cool.
It's the same with the Wii U. When the Wii U came out, it was strictly region closed, and there's no language option on the system. It is strictly Japanese, and all the games you play are strictly in Japanese.
Right.
Which was good for me when I was trying to improve my Japanese, because I didn't have the crutch that you have on the PS3 or PS4, where you're like, oh, I could just change it back to English if it gets too hard. You know,
Right.
I specifically bought a Wii U because I knew that I wouldn't have that excuse. I'd have to play the games in Japanese, and if I wanted to enjoy my games, I'd have to play them in that language.
Right.
Yeah. But for a lot of people, at least being able to have that information would be nice, like the clarity. Because even God of War, I bought God of War, the Japanese version, and again, I wasn't 100% sure that it would load in English. I kind of just took a chance with it. It's always a gamble.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm curious if anyone else has had that issue. Is there anyone else living in Japan that have had an issue with that and they're like, kind of like, what do I do now?
Yeah.
Yeah. If anyone watches this and relates on that, you know, let us know. I'm curious. I'm very curious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm not buying this game. It's enough for me to watch Red play it. But I'm curious how other people kind of handle that, you know. Do you have to then trade it in, I suppose? Or, you know, sell it at book off and then have to import it and spend the extra fees? Because it's...
Right.
This is so cool, by the way. You're just fighting this giant titan.
Yeah, it's awesome,
This
man.
is a cool battle. It kind of feels slightly God of War.
I love this.
If only this guy was yelling Zeus the whole time, that would have made this.
Oh man.
That would have
that'd be
absolutely
epic.
done it for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rock Titan's so funny.
I'd love that.
There was the Magma guy too. Why is it only the Rock Titan and the Ice Titan, I wonder?
Because they're somewhere else right now.
Oh, okay. I love how you're using Disney rides.
Yeah,
That's such
it's
a-
really funny.
It's a really cool usage of that. Like a cool shout
Yeah.
out to the Disneyland.
Yeah, it's really cool. The Disneyland.
Now,
the
if
land
only,
of Disney.
if only Sinbad's ride was in this.
Could you imagine?
Compass of your heart! Oh my god. Oh, that was cool. Yo, that was really cool. Dude.
Yeah, man, we're serious here
Oh my god.
at Kingdom Hearts.
The Kingdom of Hearts.
We've had a lot of fun here today, folks, but in all seriousness, go to Disneyland.
Come spend money at the Disneyland.
Love Disneyland. I've only been twice.
Have you?
Yeah.
You've been to the...
Once when we were too young to remember,
Yeah.
and then once in high school, which I don't remember either.
Right.
Oh, and then I went with you, and I do remember that.
You went to Tokyo Disneyland though, which is quite different. Like with me, we went to the Tokyo one together, which was
Yeah.
awesome. And we didn't just go to Disneyland. We went to Disney Sea, which is a separate.
That's
Right.
one down.
It's awesome.
Yeah, Disney Sea is a
They're not so
Tokyo
tough by
exclusive.
themselves.
So I really want to go to the Hong Kong one
Okay.
and see what it's like
Yeah.
in comparison. Like I need
That'd
to
be
see.
rad.
And I think they have a new one in Shanghai that I need to check out too.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, next time we're gonna keep going, and I don't know what's going on, so we'll just go with it. Keep climbing mountains.
Till next time.
Okay.
Okay. Love you. Bye.